If you have watched Mad Max, then get ready for his real-life counterpart, the legendary and outperforming Italian motorcycle rider Max Biaggi. He was nothing short of Mad Max on the racetracks and one of the few racers that have ever won their first Superbike World Championship race. It's impressive, right? We'll cover how he did it later in the video. As soon as Biaggi got his hands on a motorcycle, number 3 was burning rubber like crazy and rewriting history with every new race. And for good reason. Max gave up everything else to focus on motorcycle riding the moment he got his hands on one. His racing journey would start off lit and become nothing short of spectacular, even racing for the powerful Honda and Ducati factory teams, with many achievements that would earn him his nickname Mad Max. Did you know Biaggi was Italy's and Aprilia's first Superbike World Champion? How did he achieve this? Stay tuned to find out as we dive into his Mad Max-like racing career. His fans and commentators labeled him as the Roman Emperor and as Mad Max by his critics. Biaggi developed the hate or love me relationship as a motorcycle rider over the years. What is for sure is that his career is nothing less than spectacular from his fans' point of view. Career. Max Biaggi was born on the 29th of June 1971. He loved football when growing up, but as soon as he received the motorbike as a present from his 17th birthday in 1989, he was immediately hooked and wanted nothing else. For a young person to make such a decision, there had to be something in him that would push him to become the legend he is today. Right. He started his racing career in the 125cc class when he was 18, and had his first win in 1990 at the Italian Sport Production Championship. In the 1991 European 250cc Championship, he was second place, and during the same year he came in 27th place at the Grand Prix World Championship with an Aprilia RS250. Biaggi continued with Aprilia in 1992 and completed his first season for the 250cc class in the Grand Prix. He was 5th position overall. He also had another win in South Africa during the same season, and for the next season, he decided to join Honda. He came in 4th place in the championships and only had a single win in Barcelona. He decided to return to Aprilia in 1994 and won the 250cc Grand Prix by claiming 3 consecutive world championships in the years 1995, 96 and 97. Talk about consistency. Biaggi was not playing around at the championships. He returned to Honda for the second time and grabbed his 4th consecutive title, which gave him the chance to rise to the 500cc class. Biaggi wowed everyone at the start of his 500cc class debut, after qualifying on pole and setting a record in his first race at Suzuka during the Japanese Motorcycle Grand Prix of 1998. He was in the MOTO team at the time. Biaggi didn't stop. He went ahead to win another Grand Prix in the Czech Republic after almost crashing when doing an accidental 90-degree wheelie. At the season's end, he was in 2nd place. He joined the Yamaha team afterward and began to face off with the tough Hondas. He came in at 4th position in 1999, 3rd position in 2000, and finally 2nd position in 2001. Biaggi took a step further and participated in the MotoGP World Championship in 2002, while riding a 4-stroke for the whole season, a new motorcycle in development. He was strong during the entire season and had victories in Brno, Czech Republic, Malaysia and Sepang. Biaggi was the runner-up at the end of the season behind Valentino Rossi. Guess what he did next? Yes, Biaggi returned to Honda as a Camel Pramac Pons team member. He pushed himself to do better that year. After Rossi was penalised, Biaggi had a victory in the Great Britain and the Pacific Grand Prix. Biaggi was on fire after his victory, but his flame was blown out after he crashed, and his season began to fade. By the time the 2003 championship ended, Biaggi came in 3rd position in the championship. In 2005, Biaggi became one of Honda's official riders and joined Repsol Honda. The factory hoped that he would keep up his collaboration with MoTO. With support from the factory, he would become a significant contender for the year, but he did not perform as expected and came in 5th position at the end of the season. Dani Pedrosa replaced Biaggi in 2006, and he did his best to negotiate with Suzuki, Honda and Kawasaki, but he could not get even one deal, even with Camel backing him. Biaggi had no choice but to announce that he would not participate in the 2006 MotoGP season, and posted it on his website. Biaggi had hoped that he would be able to achieve more in the upcoming seasons, but he had to process so much and go back to the drawing board. Biaggi tried to get a chance to race at the 2006 Superbike World Championship for Corona All-Star Suzuki, but they were not able to grant his wish as they could not give him the same equipment that they had already given to the existing team. Biaggi was lucky when in 2007 he got a chance to be Corsa's replacement in the team after signing a deal for the year. Biaggi was finally back on the racetracks. What more could he have wished for? His season started well after he won in Qatar at the Lusail International Circuit, and in the second race he was in second position. It was a significant milestone in his career, as he was at that time one of only 5 men who had won their initial Superbike World Championship races and the 500cc Grand Prix race. Biaggi experienced a challenging championship but finally finished in third position. But disaster struck when he was released by the Suzuki team director Francis Batta at the end of the season. Francis had lost Corona Extra, the main sponsor, because of a financial disagreement. What's more, Suzuki stopped developing superbikes in 2008 and put their focus on the MotoGP Championship. Biaggi replaced Marco Brasino in Team Stelgarda in 2008 and rode the Ducati 109 RS. He was in 7th position overall and had 7 podium standings. He returned to the Aprilia racing team in 2009. He gained many points going forward, then had his first victory with the team. He came in 4th place overall at the end of the season. Biaggi was still with Aprilia in 2010, had 2 wins in one of the team's home races at Monza and rose to 2nd place. 2 more standing in the US gave him the chance to grab the championship after the last champion failed to complete the second race. Biaggi renewed his 2-year contract in August 2010 with Aprilia to keep racing in the team until 2012 in World Superbikes. Biaggi became Italy's and Aprilia's first Superbike World Champion in 2010. 2011 was a different year for Biaggi and Aprilia. He had only 2 victories in Spain, Aragon, and Brno, Czech Republic. The season would have ended well for Biaggi had it not been for his injury in Germany, making him sit out 2 rounds in Magny and Imola. He finished the 2012 season in 3rd position with 303 points, a tie with Eugene Lavati. Biaggi would later win the 2012 title with just half a point and retired from racing afterwards. Biaggi briefly returned to the racing scene as Aprilia's wildcard 3 years later. What was Biaggi up to after retirement? Well, he didn't just sit by, he got busy. Biaggi has been Aprilia's motorcycle brand ambassador since 2019 and even owned a racing team for the MotoGP based in Monaco. In 2022, Biaggi finally made his way into the MotoGP Hall of Fame after being named FIM Road Racing Legend. Here are some interesting facts about Biaggi. 1. His zodiac sign is Cancer, ranging from June 21st to July 22nd. People with this zodiac sign constantly desire to be appreciated and loved in every aspect of their lives. Then they can develop a sense of identity and security, which Biaggi probably wanted while on the racetracks. 2. Biaggi was born at a peculiar time known as the Year of the Pig. This is a Chinese zodiac pig sign. People with this sign tend to be generous and merciful towards other people's mistakes. Number 3. His life path number is 5. People with life path number 5 tend to understand metaphysical and esoteric teachings strongly. They often value adventure, change, and movement, which Biaggi demonstrated during his racing career. Number 4. Biaggi has a net worth of $20 million from his racing career. Dating life. So who is Biaggi's special lady? Biaggi is not dating at the moment, but he did in the past. He was engaged to Eleonora Pedro, a TV personality. Together, they had 2 children, Inez Angelica Biaggi and Leon Alexandre Biaggi. They broke up in November 2015 and Biaggi then dated Bianca Adzei. Before that, he had dated a couple of other women, but the relationships never lasted to the point of engagement. Social media presence. You wouldn't expect a famous racer not to have a social media presence, and you'd be right. Biaggi has several social media outlets and is also a social media influencer. He posts many photos on his accounts while having a raw personal touch with his followers, which has made him grow his social media profiles on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So, all in all, Biaggi claims 6 world championships with 4 from the 250cc class and 2 from his World Superbike days. One of the only drivers to achieve the same in both disciplines. Undoubtedly, he was the Roman Emperor of motorcycle racing. Be sure to check out Moto Plus for more fantastic videos. See you there!